Good afternoon, everybody. Bobby Hilton here, coming to you live on the Shark Stream here on this Thursday early evening. And we got a list match for you tonight. I just got to change the games needed to 9 here. We have a great matchup between number 9 versus number 8. Jim Gravel versus Sean Dixon. Sean Dixon's trying to get his number 8 spot. Jim Gravel's trying to hang on to his number 8 spot. So let's get ready to rock and roll. Let's get those shares going. I'm going to talk you through this match, and it is a race to 9, not a race to 8. And Sean Dixon's going to be breaking from the right side. Well, that break got. All right, let's see if he can finish the rack here. All right, he's got to navigate his way through the 9 ball and the 4 to get position for the 3. And it looks like he did so pretty nice. He wanted to be a little higher up, but that's okay. He can hit this with some high English. Now, Sean is a little bit of right. Sean is a very quick player. He's going to shoot pretty quick. He's got the position there. He just missed the shot. All right, so now Jim Gravel is at the table, and I think he's going to play this with some center right spin. He's going to try to come up right over here to make this ball in the corner pocket. He has a pretty good touch. He does usually put a lot of draw. I noticed his last match, he seems to draw a little bit more, but that's a good touch right there. From here, he's got to navigate to the 7 ball. So he's going to be able to use that draw that he likes so much right here. He wants to make sure he keeps an angle on this 7 to get on the 8. If he doesn't have an angle, he's not going to be able to get. It's going to be tougher. I mean, he's pretty straight, so it's going to be tough to get on the 8. He needed to be more over here to come off the rail. So he can't do that now. So now he's either got to try to spin it, draw it straight back, or hit with a lot of high follow to get it to the bottom rail. And that's what he did. He drew it. He's got to be careful for the scratch. And again, when you're drawing the ball like that, it's a lot harder to control the cue ball than just naturally fouling around the table. So, but nevertheless, he has the shot. He did make it. So now he's just going to try to roll this in, and he could try to put some left spin to try to kill the English to make it come up here for the 9 ball. But the cue ball is really going to want to roll. He's got to be careful not to scratch. We try to go round table, and unfortunately, he did scratch. So Sean Dixon's going to get ball in hand. He's going to put the ball right here. He's going to follow the cue ball, I believe, right here, and play this 9 ball on the side. I believe that's the way he's going to play it. Let's see how he does. All right, we've got a couple predictions out there already. Welcome to the Shark Stream, everybody. I hope you guys like the show. All right, and he did put it right there. He's just going to follow this 1 real position and play this 9 ball on the side, just the way Bobby drew it up. And Sean Dixon's going to draw first blood here, 1-0. All right, guys, going to show you guys a little something here on the Shark Stream. What do you guys think of that? How about that? We now have a 3 camera view on one channel. And what you're seeing there is the top left is table 8. It says table 8 on there. And the middle bottom table is table 8 as well. The table on the right, you see where it says on the top, that's table 4. And we're doing this for the Josh Tour because you know the Josh Tour is coming up this weekend. And if we get like Lucas and Phil or Dave or Rob or any of those guys playing on both live stream tables, want to get able to enjoy all these players at the same time. So I'm going to leave this on for a few minutes. I'm going to go back to it in a minute, and I want to know what you guys think about this. So again, I don't think it's too busy. We didn't put too much stuff on there. So we got Sean Dixon. Again, he's on the breaking on the right side. And again, he makes the wing ball. Again, he makes the 1 ball. And he has a shot on the 2. He's breaking fantastic the first 2 racks. Let's check out that rack again. What a great. So let's go back to the regular table. And he makes a 2 ball. He's going to hit this with some right spin to get on that 4. Doesn't want to go too hard. And that's pretty good. pretty good. He could just draw this ball back and play this a 5 in the side, actually almost like a stop shot. Yeah, it's all right. You drew it for the corner. Nothing wrong with that. Now we can draw this ball back a little bit, and he's in great position for a break and run here. He's got to focus, make sure he leaves himself a nice little angle on the 6 to get back to the 8 ball. Very nicely done. And now he's just going to hit some left hand spin and try to cue ball to come right back over here. This 8 ball, again, he doesn't want to hit it too hard. And that's excellent job. Way to follow the line there, Sean. And now he's going to hit this with a little bit of draw, I think, and come right over here with this 9 ball. And he might move the magic rack. He does. He actually left it on the table. Didn't want to leave himself on the rail, but that's okay. Very makeable shot here. Beautiful break and run by Sean Dixon. Again, I told you he's a very, very quick shooter. And let's go back to our angle. What do you think, guys? I'm going to leave this on while he shoots this rack just so you guys can check it out, experience it for the first time. And again, two of the pictures are table 8. The other camera is table 4. Unfortunately, there's nothing going on right now on table 4. But can you imagine having Sean Dixon and Jim Gravel playing, and then maybe Rob and Phil playing on the other table, or Lucas against Dave? I mean, that would be something to see. You can see both matches. The commentary, I think we're going to try to keep to table 8 most of the time so that we're talking about the main match, but you can at least keep an eye on what's going on. It's kind of like a Sunday NFL ticket if you ever have that. So let's see here. And also, I got to put this thing up as well. Let me put this up real quick. But I need you guys to let me know. Let me know what you think. All right, there's a break. Let's check out this break again. Table 4, we can make a little brighter or darker. Absolutely, Maggie. I think what's going to happen is once they start playing, we may be able to adjust that. But right now, we're just kind of focusing on table 8. But we would definitely do that. All right, Jim Gravel plays a great safe. All right, as you guys can see now, your comments are actually on the live screen. So when you guys comment now, you'll actually see what you're saying, and I can respond as well. All right, he tried a bank there, and he's going to lean Jeff Gravel a tough cut on the 1 ball. I think he's going to try to cut this in the corner and maybe make the cue ball come back 2 rails. Okay, my marker does not work here on this page, so I'm just going to have to describe it to you. So he's going to try to cut this 1 ball in and come 2 reels to get position for the 2 ball in the opposite pocket. And there it is. Unfortunately, he misses the shot. So Sean's going to be at the table up 2-0. Play is safe or a bank here. All right, that was a great safety by Sean Dixon. He's leaving Jim Gravel directly behind that 1 ball. I'm behind the 8 ball. So Sean, great Jim's going to have to kick or jump. He seems like he's more of a kicker. So he's going to come off this side rail with a little bit of masse. And there it is. Great hit. And he's going to leave the cue ball down at the bottom rail. Well executed. We have a battle of the safeties here on this list match, this rack. He's going to have to go to the bottom rail and kick it. Oh, we can see a piece of it. Nice job by Sean. And Jim Gravel's back at the table. I think he's going to cut this in with just some center high English and try to go 2 rails and leave himself pretty straight on the 2 ball. Little angle, doesn't want to hit it too hard. Don't want to leave yourself too much of an angle. He does, oh, he's going to try to go 3 rails. Okay. I think he hit that really, really hard. So now he's going to be a little bit of trouble here. He doesn't have a clean shot for the 2 ball, and the 3 ball is in a tough spot as well. So he's going to have to play a tough bank here and try to make this cue ball come back towards himself to get that 3 ball. He's playing the safety, put the left hand spin on it, trying to get behind the 9 ball. He does not get directly behind the 9 ball, but he's behind the 5 ball. So great shot by Gravel. Dixon's at the table. It looks like he can see a piece of it, so he's just going to try to hit this ball and tie up the ball for Gravel. Oh no, he double kissed. So Jim Gravel's going to take a clean shot on this 2 ball. I think he can draw this ball back or stop it to get position for the 3 ball. Obviously, the 4 ball is right there as well, so it all depends on how he wants to play it. Let's see if he draws or follows. Looks like he's hitting some center. That's not bad. All right, very simple shot. Just make this 3 ball, good speed. You'll have a nice angle on the 4 ball to get back to that 5 ball right there. So pretty simple, make the shot here. Nicely done. Now we can just hit this 4 ball with a little bit of center draw. Come straight back. He needs to leave himself a pretty decent size angle to come around for the 6 ball. I think he wants to draw it back maybe about 12 to 14 inches towards him so he can get on that 6 ball easily. He doesn't want to stretch, so he doesn't want to not draw it enough. And he drew a little too much. He wanted to be back there, but not that far back. So now he's going to have to try to play 2 rail position. He's going to have to try to squeeze that cue ball right between the 7 and the 9 ball to get position. This is a really tough shot. And there's a shot. It looks like he's going to get behind the 7 ball. So again, he didn't have much of a window there. Again, that was caused because he didn't leave himself the good angle on the 5 ball. So now Jim Gravel's got a really tough spot. He can try to jump this ball, or he's going to have to go round table 3 rails. So what's going on, everybody? How you doing? Can I get some comments? I just want to make sure my chat is working, and I want to know what you guys think about this 3-way screen here. Obviously, it's a little different, and it's not really made for list matches. It's made for tournaments. So when there's 2 matches going, you can watch both of them. All right, and Jim Gravel is going to the air here. It's going to be a tough jump because he's really close to the 7 ball. And if he makes it, he should have perfect position on it. He just has to make the shot here. And he does not. He actually clips the 7 ball. That's going to give a ball in hand here to Sean Dixon, already up 2-0, and a pretty wide open rack with 4 balls left on the table. He's probably going to hit this with some follow English here. Play 2 real position. So he's going to bounce it off that bottom rail, then off the side rail with some right spin. Just make sure he doesn't get stuck behind that 8 ball. That's the key here. It looks like he's going to draw it. So he's going to draw it. Okay, that's a little different way to do it. Nothing wrong with that. There's always more than one way to skin a cat. So very cool, very cool. So now Sean Dixon is just going to try to follow this with some center ball to leave himself the, oh, he drew it. That's a great shot too. And he's going to draw it, and he's just going to draw this ball and play the 9 ball in the same pocket. And just like that, Sean Dixon is about to be up 3-0. There it is. Awesome. Awesome shot. Change the score right here real quick. Again, it's going to be hard for me to run commercials because he racks and shoots so fast, but let's see what you got here.
Join us on Shark Stream.
Hi, I'm Earl Strickland. Join us on the Shark Stream.
Hey, I'm Scott Hooper. Join us on the Shark Stream.
Hello, I'm Alex Kazakis. Join us on the Shark Stream.
I'm Colby.
I'm Reed.
Founders of Salado. Join us on the Shark Stream.
I'm Bobby Hilton, the owner of VO Billiards. Join us on the Shark Stream.
Go, we're back to the live camera angle again. We do have the originals. How big does it look now after watching those small screens? But again, we're always adding something different here on the Shark Stream for you guys. And back to the game. Sean Dixon's going to be breaking here from the right side. Again, he's trying to make that 2 ball in the corner and leave himself a position for the 1 ball. He's been breaking great so far. He's made 1, 2, or 3 balls every rack, and keeps his pace going. 3 balls, almost 4 balls, and it leaves himself a pretty solid bank here. Everything has a pocket. I mean, the 7 is a little tough because it's close to the 8. All he has to do is focus on making the bank here. He's going to try to bank it right in here across side, hit it with some follow so the cue ball can come right up here and follow it. And have position. Oh, he's trying to cut it. Okay, I thought he was going to bank it. He tried to cut it, came up a little bit off, and Gravel's going to have a shot at the table down 3-0. He needs to get something going here. Does not want to be in the hole any more than this. And he's going to be able to take the magic rack out of the way. Very nice. Okay, it's a pretty difficult shot here. He has a nice cut. He's got to try to cut this ball in the corner. He needs to draw it to the side rail and come back. And the degree of difficulty is pretty hard because, again, he's got to watch out for the side pocket as well. But he also has to make a pretty good cut to make the 3 ball. Let's see how he plays it. Okay, so he followed it and did the same thing. Awesome shot. Great way to get there. He knows what he's doing to avoid the scratch, and that was the goal there. Pretty straight on the 4 ball. He's just going to have to pop this with that draw stroke. He does have that draw, so I don't have seen him having any issue with this pullback here. All right, great shot by Gravel. And I think he's just going to play this 1 rail position. And let's go to the other angle just to see if we can see any of the difference. It's really tough to see from these 2 angles here. But nice clarity. I think he can bounce at 1 rail and squeeze it in here. Get the cue ball between here. If he can't, let's leave this angle here. I want to see what he does. He could hit this with some high left as well and try to skim the cue ball into the 8, which is another option. Oh, he played it off the 7. How about that, guys? Nothing wrong with that. And he leaves himself a beautiful angle position to make the cue ball come up right over here for this 8 ball. Just need a little bit of right hand spin, make the ball not too hard. It's all about speed here. Just got to make the shot. Very simple. Follow through. And just like that. And now he's got a natural position here. He's just going to play this with some left hand spin. Come around. He should come right around here for this 9 ball. I don't think he needs to draw it. Just needs to hit some center left. And the cue ball should come naturally around the table. And not terrible. Not terrible. It looks like he hit it a little bit awkward. He didn't want to be this, but he is left-handed, so this shouldn't be an issue reaching for him. If this was a right-handed play, it would be a lot more difficult to shoot. All right, nice shot. Watch the cue ball there. That's the problem when you're shooting opposite-handed. The speed control is just so much tougher. All right, Jim Gravel escapes there. Great shot. Nice run out. It is now 3-1, guys.
Hi, I'm Lisa Zanj, manager at Yale Billiards. Come join us on the Shark Stream.
Hi, ako si Efren Bata Reyes. Samahan niyo ako dito sa Shark Stream.
Hi, I'm Nana. Join us on Shark Stream.
Hi, I'm Earl Strickland. Join us on the Shark Stream.
Hey, I'm Scott Hooper. Join us on the Shark Stream.
Hello, I'm Alex Kazakis. Join us on the Shark Stream.
I'm Colby.
I'm Reed.
Founders of Salado. Join us on the Shark Stream.
I'm Bobby Hilton, the owner of Yale Billiards. Join us on the Shark Stream.
All right, everybody, if you can't get excited about that, I don't know what you're doing watching pool. Some of the greatest players in the world telling you guys to watch us on the Shark Stream. Pretty freaking awesome. And now you got this triple action camera here getting ready for this Joss event here at Yale Billiards. And that's going to be a great event this weekend. If you're not going to be coming out, make sure you watch us on the Shark Stream. But if you can make it out, I would definitely come out. It's going to start at 11 a.m. Doors open at 10. And if you know Mike Zuglin, you cannot be late. So do not try to be late. Be here Saturday at 11 o'clock if you want to play. $70 for the amateurs. I believe 120 or 125 for the pros. All right, Gravel breaking from the left side. Left-handed player. Hitting the 1 ball pretty solid. Nothing seems to be going, though. And he's going to leave Sean kind of a weird shot. I really can't tell if that 1 ball goes or not. If it's really close to the rail, it's going to be a real tough cut. If it's off the rail, he might be able just to plop it in, but from here, it looks like it does not go. Thank you very much, Maggie. Liked and shared. We need those shares, guys. We got to get those numbers up. We're doing big things here on the Shark Stream. Obviously, you guys know, hopefully you guys know, I am going to be commentating a live pro event this weekend. I'm sorry, next weekend after the Joss Tour in Edison, New Jersey. It's the NBL League, and it's a tournament. $1,000 entries for the pros. You have to qualify for the amateurs to get in, and it's a big event. I'm really excited. We're teaming up with Nate Midham, and he is a founder of Cue It Up Sports, a podcast, And he has great numbers, and we're doing that together, and we expect big things over the next couple of weeks from the Shark Stream. So please like and continue to share. All right, he's going to follow this cue ball up with some high English, and he's got a pretty decent shot. I don't see what he's going to do with that 3 ball. He's trying to see if he can squeeze it by that 5 ball. If he does, he can just hit some center ball, 1 rail position. If not, he's going to have to try to hit it really hard to get it for maybe the 3-6 combo, or force it forward so he can play the 3 ball on the side. But anytime you got to hit the ball hard, folks, it's a lot harder to make the shot. So let's see how he decides to play it to get positioned for this 3 ball. And he does make it. And it looks like he's trying to be on the right side of the 3 so he can make the 3-6 combo. And again, he's looking at it. He's not sure if he's able to squeeze that by or not. But even if he does try to squeeze it by, the cue ball may even connect that 6 ball and get the 6 ball in. So might have a bonus play there if he's trying to cut this ball. And again, just pocket speed here. You can't hit this ball hard. It will not go. You're not going to be able to fire by that ball. And again, he does make the 6 ball, as I alluded to earlier. So it's kind of a bonus shot. And he does have a shot here on this 3 ball. And if he hits this with good pocket speed with some left-handed English, the cue ball will slow down off that side rail and should leave himself a pretty good shot for the 4 ball in the corner. So he just needs to hit this with pocket speed with some left-hand spin so the cue ball slows down. And he did do that very nicely. And hit a little harder than I thought he was gonna. And he's gonna have a tough shot on the 4. He might be able to sneak it by, but I don't think so. He has an option here. He could follow this cue ball ahead and leave the cue ball behind the 5-6. Maybe tie the 4 ball up to that 9 ball. Or he can play the 4-5 combo. I really like the safety here. I don't like the combo, especially being down 3-1. He really needs this rack. So again, if he just follows that cue ball up and plays the 4 ball, 2 rails, stick it right behind the 9 ball. He can put the cue behind the 8. And that's one of the ways to play it. The way he's looking at there, he can try to, and he can also try to put the 4 ball to the side rail and leave the cue ball behind the 5-8 with the cue ball in the pocket as well. So it all depends on what he feels like doing here. All right, guys, we got some good numbers. Thank you very much. Continue to watch, continue to share. All right. So he's trying to play it safe, but he really hit that ball really thin, and not good for him. Pretty good for Sean Dixon, though. He's just going to tap this in over here. He's going to try to leave himself a little bit of angle on the 5 ball here. Doesn't want to draw it too much. Doesn't want to be on the 7 ball. And that's pretty awesome right there. And he has a couple options here. He can spin it this way to come this way, or he could almost cheat the pocket and pull it straight back, which is the way he decides to go. And now it's just a stop shot from here to make the 8 ball. And now he's just going to tap this 8 ball in the hole and leave the cue ball right here. He wants to be in this box for the 9 ball is what he's trying to do. Or he can draw it as well and play the 9 ball in the same pocket. And that's what he tried to do. I don't like that. Just because you got to hit the ball harder when you're drawing the ball. He just naturally followed it. He would have a perfect shot on the 9 ball. All he would have to do is simply make the shot here. Now Jim Gravel's up, and he's going to have to really pop this ball. He's going to have to try to make the cue ball come back to 1 rail to come for the 9 ball. And this is a hard shot, but again, he's very capable of making it, and he does have a great draw stroke. So let's see how it works out for him. All right, and again, sometimes you got to hit the ball hard. You're going to refocus and not just fire it up. All right, Nick Marino says, "What's up? How you doing?" Yeah, Nick Marino, you flooded the market with those shirts. Great job. My daughter got one. She's all excited. And that's exactly what he needed to do there. He hit that perfect. Cue ball's not on the rail. He's pretty straight on the 9. Great shot by Jim Gravel. What a great match this is. You guys got to please continue to share this video. This is a great matchup. This is Yale Billiards top 10 list. 2 great players battling out. And I expect a great match. So you guys got to keep the shares going, everybody. Keep the shares going. And you guys can check this out right now.
You've always
This
been
is
able to
awesome.
find anything you need with a smartphone.
Can you hear
Now
me?
you can use it to find a game of pool with the Solato app. Anywhere, anytime. You can even host a game, tournament, or lesson, and make money. See where you stack up against all the other players worldwide in the Solato ranking system. Use your ranking to qualify for invitationals, large payout tournaments, and events. The pool table is your arena, your stadium, your court. It's harder than people think, but you don't care. The only way to get to the next level is to play more. The more you play, the more you win. Solato is the world's premier pool community, uniting players everywhere. Connect with the community, find and host games, and keep your stats. Pool isn't just a game, it's a lifestyle. Join Solato.
There you go. Thank you for Slaughter for that. All right, guys, let's continue to get these numbers up on this Thursday early evening. We got a good matchup for you guys. Jim Gravel's breaking, not making anything, but he's going to leave Sean a tough shot behind the 7 ball. And again, I want to go back to the multi-camera, guys, since we got some new people on the stream. I want to know what you guys think about this. I think this is going to be a great idea for the tournament this weekend. If we have 2 good matches on 2 stream tables, you can watch both of them. I know they're kind of busy, but we did turn it down a little bit. We took a lot of the stuff off the top of the screen. So I really want to know what you guys think about this triple action screen here. What you're getting is 2 screens, 3 screens, 2 table 8, 1 table 4 with the live chat. And the best thing about it is you're watching 2 live matches. I don't think there's any stream out there. That's an unfortunate jump shot. Sean did not get over the 7, so Jim Gravel's going to have ball in hand here. But this is the only stream around that I know of that you can see 2 matches on 2 different tables at the same time. It's kind of like pitcher in pitcher. It's kind of like I said, the NFL package. But I mean, I'm super excited about it. I hope you guys are excited about it as well. And you know, there's a lot to say about Joe Raccio and what he's doing here with the stream. He's absolutely killing it with some of these ideas that we're putting together, and he's able to execute them. So very cool, very cool. All right, Jim Gravel does have ball in hand here. Yes, Jim Gravel is catching up. Sean Dixon needs to bear down. Absolutely. It was 3-0. It is now 3-2. All right, we got my man Trash Can in the house. How you doing, Trash Can?
How you doing, buddy? What's this,
All
a
right.
podcast?
We're on podcast. We're
Oh,
live.
cool.
We're watching the live stream right here.
Oh, shit.
No, you can't swear.
I'll touch it.
All right. I'll see you later, Eric.
Okay.
All right, be good. You don't want to watch the game real quick?
Nah, I can't. I gotta get going.
All right, I'll see you later.
I'll text you in a little bit.
All right, you got it. Thank you.
Okay, you got it.
You got it.
Thanks, Bobby.
You got it. All right, Jim Gravel. Oh, I don't know how that got. It's 2. I put a 12 there. Sorry about that. All right, a lot of going on up here. Right, he's got to make position for the 3-6. You got to be careful not to get stuck behind that 9 ball. And he kind of did here. Let's go to a different angle here. Let's see if he can see that ball. Yeah, I thought he was going to go forward with that ball to come this way so he didn't get worried about all that traffic. This is a big shot here because if he doesn't get it, Sean's going to be wide open. All right, let's go to the overhead. Oh, nice hit right there. He was able to hit it. He did not make it, but he did leave Sean a very difficult shot. Very difficult for Sean Dixon here. He can see a full 3 ball, but he doesn't have a pocket. So he's going to try to leave the cue ball down the opposite end of the table, just like so. But he doesn't want to leave the 3 close to the 9-6 like he did. So Jim Gravel has a golden opportunity here to line up this triple combo. And these are always fun. I really don't like them myself, but he's going to try to make this. And if he can leave this 9 ball in place of the 6, he can have a chance to finish the rack out early here. And he's going to try to draw the cue ball back. But not an easy task here. And just thinking about how to play it. You know, there's a lot to consider when you're shooting a combo. You know, which way the cue ball is going to go, which way the secondary ball is going to go. Looks like he's going to try to make. And he unfortunately comes up a little short. You know, 3-ball combos are never easy, that's for sure. Sean Dixon's looking at it like, I really don't have much of a shot myself. He could possibly play the carom into the 6-ball with the cue ball. He could also try to hide this cue ball over here behind the 8-ball. Looks like he tried to do both, and he's going to come up short. He made an opening for Jim Gravel here on this rack number 6 here. And if Jim Gravel can make this 3-ball, all he has to do is get positioned for the 4. Everything else is pretty much close to a pocket. So all he has to do is make this 3 in the corner, cue ball 1 real position. He can play the 4 in the side or the corner. So the most important shot of this rack is making the shot. And he did not. He came up a little short. But he's going to escape again here. I don't think Sean can see this 3-ball here. Looks like he's going to go 1 rail, kick it, try to make it, almost make the 6, and he does make it. And he's going to leave himself a weird angle on the 4-ball here, but he's still at the table. So he's going to try to make this 4 over here and cue ball right over here for this 5-ball in the same pocket. Just like that. And hit a little too hard. But he's okay here. Let's look at the overhead. And he can draw this out so he can have position for the 6. He's got to make the shot here. Position is really not an issue. All right, now he's just going to play this with some right spin. And I would try to come up over here for the side or even all the way up here. Careful with scratch. Don't want to hit it too hard. And he hit that rather nicely, but he might be straight. So he might be in a little bit of tough shot. He needs to be more on this side of the 7. So he's gonna have to really hit this ball powered around. And look at that. Wow, what a great shot, guys. I'm gonna have to replay that and talk you through that. Look at the spin on that cue ball. I'll let you know if he makes a rack up, but we had a sponsor for the shot of the day, which we are looking for, by the way. If you want to get involved in the Shark Stream and you want to become a sponsor, we're doing a thing here. We're looking for a sponsor for the shot of the match, and that could have been it right there. But what a great shot! So let us know if you're interested in that. Sean Dixon, great job there.
Hi, ako si Efren Bata Reyes. Samahan niyo ako dito sa Shark Stream.
All right, let's check out what's going on. There's still no action on table 4 over there. And we got the chat up. We got Sean Dixon making some funny faces. I guess something happened I missed. Maggie, constant contributor, always liking and sharing. Much appreciated. Nick Marino, like we said, flooding the market with his Nick Marino billiard shirts. What a great job he's doing. Good job for him. Joe Raccio, your voice seems really low. Oh yeah, it is. Thanks, Joe, because I turned the volume down a little bit. Thank you very much for that. I turned it back up now. All right, very good. Stephanie, yay, Sean, very nice. Let's get the crowd going out there, guys. Let's get those numbers up. They're growing. I really need to know the new people. What do you think of the new view? Again, this mainly isn't for the Shark Stream list matches, but this is for the Josh tournament. How are you going to feel about watching 2 huge matches at the same time? I mean, that is unheard of on a stream, and you guys are getting it here first on the Shark Stream, unless somebody else knows that I don't know, but I've never seen it before. I've seen 2 or 3 angles of the same table, but I've never seen 2 tables at the same time being streamed. Very cool. All right, Sean Dixon is going to be breaking from the right side. He has absolutely been killing the break so far. 1, 2, and 3 balls a time. And let's see how he does here. Again, wing ball goes perfectly. And he does not have a shot. I thought that 1 ball was going to leak out of there, but unfortunately, it hit the 8 ball for him, and it left him behind the 8, 6, 9 ball. So let's see how he decides to play this. It looks like he's going to go off the bottom rail with some. Oh, he called a push. He called a push, so he's going to push here. Jim Gravel likes this shot here. He's like, I'm just going to try to make this. Get the cue ball close to the side rail where he is at to get a shot on the 3 ball. That's all he needs to do. He doesn't want to get stuck behind that 4 ball. Just hit a little bit, you know, either bottom left or center left. Just get yourself back to the side rail. And looks like he went underneath it trying to get there. And it's not going to work for him. So Sean's going to be back at the table. And Sean's blowing kisses at me. Thanks, Sean. I hope you appreciate my commentary. No, I'm just kidding. He's blowing a kiss to his beautiful girlfriend, Stephanie. All right, here we go. He makes this 2 ball, leaves himself a pretty good shot on the 3. Cue ball is going to come around table for the 4 ball. He's got to avoid the corner. What a great stroke right there by Sean. He's really, really heating up. His concentration seems pretty on point, and he's stroking the ball really nice. He's going to try to pull his ball back, get positioned for the 6 ball, and he actually maybe stuck himself for the 5 ball. I mean, he stuck himself behind that 6 ball. He's going to have to play 1 rail kick, and he misses it. So the way he was stroking that ball, he just got a little too much on that 4 ball and stuck him behind the 6 ball. Gravel's back at the table, down 4-2 with ball in hand, 5 balls. Everything has a pocket. He can play the 6 wherever he wants. I think it's all about preference here, how he wants to get to it. And it looks like he's going to play this 5 ball and follow it up, and then play the 6 in the corner, and then try to get back here behind the 9 ball for the 7. And here he goes. He's going to hit some high English, make the cue ball roll forward, and he's going to try to leave himself a little bit of an angle. He actually left himself too much of an angle, so now he's really going to have to sauce his ball to make the cue ball come around table. He's got to get behind that 9 ball to get position for the 7. So he's got to be really, really powerful here on this stroke. But if anybody can do it, you know Jim Gravel has that stroke. So just thinking about it here. And he's going to have to come around a couple rails. There's no easy path to get back to that 7 ball. So he's got to come all the way around table. And he unfortunately missed it. He might make it still. He did not. And there's the door open for Sean Dixon. Up 4-2. 4 balls. And he's got to hit this 1 rail position. Just don't want to hit it too hard. Don't want to get the cue ball behind the 9. And that's exactly what he did. He's got to play 1 real position here for this 8 ball. A little bit of left-hand spin, not too hard. If he has too much of an angle, he can go 2 rails if he needs to. But I think it's all about speed here. And he does decide to go 2 rails. And leave himself a good shot in the corner. He's going to follow this up 1 rail and play the 9 in the opposite corner of the 8. It's all about making the shot here. And he does not. And table 8 is tightening up a little bit. He did come up a little short. Gravel has a golden opportunity here. All right, he's going to play 1 rail position here, trying to get that 9 ball in the opposite corner, just like Sean did. No, he actually played it for side. Nice shot, great touch there. He's going to tap this in the side, and it's going to be a 1 game deficit. And there it is. Jim Gravel pulling it within 4-3, guys. All right, one more time, I'm going to ask you guys to share. This is a great list match. Top 10, your guys are watching this live on the Yale Billiards Shark Stream here in Wallingford, Connecticut. We have 2 top 10 players battling it out in a race to 9. Jim Gravel's trying to hold on to his number 9 spot. 8 spot, I'm sorry. Sean Dixon is trying to take it, and he has his number 9 spot, and I am awaiting the loser of this to play. So I am excited to try to move up my way up as well. So let's see how this goes. And Maggie says, come on, Jim. Come on, Jim. All right, let's check out the multi-camera angle. Again, I know this doesn't excite a lot of you out there, but it's really excites me. There's no other stream out there that has two cameras, two tables at one time you can watch. Unbelievable here on the Shark Stream. And unfortunately, there's nothing going on table 4 right now, but it's definitely really, really exciting to see. All right, Jim Gravel from the right side, breaking, left-handed, down by 1 rack, and wing ball goes bye-bye, almost makes the 1 ball, everything parts, and he has a pretty solid shot on the 1 ball. The 3 ball's all the way on the opposite side of the table, so he's going to have to try to force this ball to get back for the 3 ball. I mean, he's got to use a really lot of stroke to hit this with some draw. I don't see any other way to do it, and that's what he's looking at right now. The cue ball is going to go into the 5 ball, and that's almost inevitable. So he's trying to figure out how to get to that 3 ball. He might even just try to make a stop or a follow shot and play the bank or the safety, because trying to get around the table is going to be very, very difficult to get on this 3 ball. Okay, and he did exactly that. He made the ball. That was the most important thing. Now he still has an open shot for the bank or a safety, however he decides to play it. And I think he's going to play this cross corner and put a little bit of right spin on it and have a good shot on the 4 ball if he makes it. He's going to play the safety all the way. There's nothing wrong with that. He's trying to get that cue ball behind the 5-4-6, and it comes up a little short. Sean Dixon's at the table. Pretty solid shot here. Speed control position. You can go 2 or 1 rail, however he wants to play it. But he came up a little short there. So Gravel's going to have an opportunity with the 3 ball hanging in the pocket. He's got to make sure he gets positioned for the 4 in between that 9 or the 6 ball. Or he can roll it all the way up on the side so he avoids the 6 and 9 altogether, which I think is the way to go. Just hit this ball with some left-hand spins. The cue ball rolls leftward and follows it up 2 rails. This way he avoids the 6 and the 9. And that's exactly what he did. And it was a great shot. Perfect. All he's got to do now is make this with some high English. He can go left or right if he wants to put a lot of left to try to get. He's got to get it around that 9 ball. So he can also draw this 1 rail, which I think that's what he's going to do. He's going to try to pop this 1 rail position here. And what a great shot. Position's a little shady, a little suspect, but he's still at the table and he made a great shot. And all he has to do now is make this 5 ball and leave himself a shot on the 6 ball. And he could possibly tie this up at 4-4. All right, I see we got a couple likes on there. We got a couple shares. Thank you guys very much for tuning in on this Thursday evening Yale Billiards list match, top 5. You guys are checking out the new camera angle. This is table 8. These are all the angles that we have, minus the booth camera, obviously. And of course, we have the Shark camera as well. All right, here he goes. He's going to try to make this 5. He doesn't want to be weird on the 6. He doesn't want to be scratching. And it looks like he was worried about that. So that's why he really hit it to the left. And all right, Stephanie says, I like the new layout. Thank you. We're real excited about it. I mean, obviously, Sean did really good in the Josh Tour. Look at the safety by Sean. Great leave on there. But I mean, Sean did a great job in the Josh tournament. And this time, this weekend, you're going to be see a lot more live stream matches. And that's what it's all about. You guys get to see really good quality pool. And you're going to see more of it. And this is something new, man. There's never seen before that I know of 2 tables at the same time on 1 stream. Unbelievable. Who knows what's next? All right, he's going to have to try to go to bottom rail here. He's got to be careful not to hit too much spin, because if he hits too much spin, he's not going to hit it. Looks like he's trying to get a bridge here. So he wants to go off this bottom rail here. And he's got to put the right spin on it to try to come here. But he's got to be careful. If he puts too much spin to the right, it's going to come over here and it's going to miss it. And that's the problem he's going to have, especially stretching. And left-handed makes this shot a lot more difficult. If he was right-handed, it'd be a lot more easier. He'd be standing over this side of the table, it'd be a lot more comfortable. So let's see if he can get it. Again, he's trying to hit this full here, so he can make it one rail with a little bit of right spin, and he wants to cut it right on the edge so that this ball goes right down here. What he's trying to do. All right, looks like he's going to play it opposite-handed. How about that? He must be listening. But he's playing it right-handed. Again, there's much more positioning to get right-handed, and that's why he's playing it right-handed. And he hits it nicely, does not make it, but he still makes a really nice hit opposite-handed. And kudos to him on that hit. But Sean's going to take a pretty good advantage here with this 5-ball on the side. He can follow it to get position for the 6 on the side, and that's exactly what he does. And again, he can just tap roll this and play the 7 in the corner, nice and easy. And he has a little bit of an angle, so maybe he's thinking of going a couple rails here. But I think he's better off just slow rolling this. And he is going to go around a little too hard. Yeah, I think he should have just tapped that in there. It's going to work out all right for him because the 7 ball is in the way. So he's going to have to jump a shot here. Very much, very much. I just got a couple donations. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Yeah, I didn't tell you. I haven't been talking about that much, but yeah, you can donate. You can definitely send stars. Our Cash App and Venmo is up there. You know, we're working real hard. We're buying new things. We're trying to make this the best stream possible. You know, we want you guys to be proud of your stream. This is your stream. You guys helped us build this. You know, you guys wanting the material that we wanted. You wanted the content, and we're trying to give it to you. All right, Sean's going to roll here. He can make this 9 ball in the corner of the side, or he's kind of an in-betweener here now. Looks like he's going to play in the corner. He's going to draw it so he doesn't scratch. He's got to make the shot here, and he does. Sean Dixon goes up 5-3. Well, yeah, thank you very much for that donation. Again, we're trying real hard. We're doing the best we can, and we're excited to see all the players this weekend at the Josh tournament. Hopefully, we have a full field. Lucas Picasso Werner won last week's Josh tournament in Utica, New York, and hope to get some good players here like Jeremy Sosa this week. Hopefully, Bucken Silverthal comes, another great player. And there's always great players coming down to play in this event. So excited. Hopefully we'll get Rob and Phil and Dave, all those guys playing as well. And along with our new players here, Lucas Picasso Werner, not a new player, but, you know, maybe we'll have Dylan Perez playing. Maybe Andre will play. We have a lot of good players here. I'm sure Sean Dixon's going to play. Maybe Joe Antonetti will play. And man, Sean is breaking like a beast. I mean, if he goes back and watch this video, his first 5 racks that he broke have been almost perfect. He's making 1, 2, sometimes 3 balls on the break. And I don't know if he has a perfect shot here, but he's been having a shot most of the time. Let's go to the triple camera angle, guys. There it is, the triple camera angle. And he does not have it, so he's going to have to kick this 1 rail. And he's got to watch out for the cue ball, wants to find the hole. There it is. That was unfortunate. He was trying to hit it with low, so it actually stayed next to the side rail and did not scratch. But unfortunately, he got enough of the side of the one that it just slid all the way down into the pocket. So now Jim Gravel's looking at the table. He's trying to figure out how to get position for the 3 ball or the 2 ball. He doesn't want to be on the right side of the 2 because he doesn't want to hit the 9, getting position for the 4. So he's either going to have to draw this straight back. And the key here is he needs to be back past that 3rd diamond, almost like halfway between the 2nd and 3rd diamond. So he has an angle to draw it out of there without hitting that 9 ball. Set it up again. He's going to put it kind of straight. Hey, it's just, this is all about the control. And again, I think it's so much harder to control draw than follow. But a lot of people do like the draw stroke. And again, he came out too wide. He's too much on the right side. So that means the cue ball is going to go towards the left. It's going to hit that 9 ball. And that's where the trouble arose right here. He wanted to be on the opposite side of that too, so he can get the cue ball to the 4 without other balls. So now he's going to have to really, really draw this ball with a lot of power to pop it off the 2 and then off the 9 ball to make it come back to possibly play the 4 ball in the corner. And that's his best option here, I believe. Just draw this ball back. It's going to slide into the 9, and you want the 9 go towards that chalk on the table. The cue, I'm sorry, to go towards that chalk on the table so you can make the 4 in the side. I'm sorry, 4 in the corner. So he's going to play it safe. There's nothing wrong with that. I like that strategy. You can never go wrong if you're not sure of the shot. You definitely want to play it safe. And it looks like he played it very well. Sean's going to have to go 1 rail kick here. He does. And this time he does not scratch, and he gets almost rewarded. Almost rewarded. Wow. Unbelievable. Let's go to this angle. Let's see if they can make that. That's such a look at that. Unreal. He cannot see that ball. Or can he? Looks like he can't really get to the 4 ball, so he's got to be careful for this corner. This point here, if you want to call it a point. He's got to get by it. And again, he's not going to get rewarded with anything because Sean tied up the 4-5 over here. And what a nice lead there for Sean. The good thing for Jim, if he can't make this 2, that it's going to be Sean's problem. And it looks like he's going to try to spin this ball in off the bottom rail. Great shot. Great shot. But now he's going to have a really, really difficult time with this 5 ball here. He's looking at it. He's looking to see how it lines up. And it doesn't look like anything's wired. I mean, the 5 possibly could go off the 6 into the corner. I think his best option here is maybe hit this with some center right and try to get the cue ball right behind this 6 ball. And I just kind of roll this 4 ball, like I said, over here, or maybe behind the 9 ball. I think that's his best option. It really doesn't have anything crazy. How you doing, Will?
Good. How you doing, Bobby?
All right. Let's see how he decides to play it.
Sneak in.
All right, looks like he went to the opposite way, and it's going to leave Sean a really, really difficult shot. Not a terrible shot right there by any means. Much better than just whacking the balls. Let's see how Sean can play this 4 ball. We've got a guest. We got Mr. Will Alley in the booth. How you doing, Will?
Not too bad. Hey, things look a little different in here since the last time I was in.
we made a couple changes for sure. For sure, we're enhancing. We got the 1080 now on the colors. It's a little clearer. We adjusted the screens. It's a little more, I guess, professional or open, if you will, so that people can see the table a little bit better.
I was listening to you on the way over here, and you were talking about the triple screens and asking, your opinion. And to tell you live here, from my feeling, it's annoying from a perspective as a spectator to have someone toggle back and forth between the 2 matches. So to have it on the screen and you can watch which one you're interested in.
And that's
a big thing.
That's what we're really, really going to be trying to do. And again, this is you watch pool all the time, right?
I watch pool all the time. I'm probably one of the more active players in going to the different tournaments and seeing the formats. I see what, other streams are doing. And, I think everybody's doing a great job promoting the sport. You're helping lead the pack. I know Mike DeMarco's done great work up there.
Oh, he's the leader for sure.
I mean, Bo Powers, I think, has 6 tables cameraed up. I don't think he has the ability to show 2 at the same time. I don't really remember. But
I don't think anybody has that.
I don't think so, but I know he has like 6 tables cameraed up. And I think, something you may like what he's doing is just a real cheap tablet thing to keep score on the tables as well. When you have DigiPool up there, you can just keep score right at the tables with a little tablet.
Well, I'll let you a little secret. I'm going to be, well, you know, I'm doing the tournament this next weekend at NBL, right? At
Yeah.
Edison, New Jersey. And that is digital pool. I believe they have all the tables wired with a camera. And that's what our goal is going to be going to.
Yeah.
So we're going to be going to, so we're going to have hopefully high quality cameras at every single table. So if you're in a tournament and say somebody wants to watch Will Alley every match,
I doubt it.
guess who they can watch?
But you know, I mean, you know, what I think is great is everybody's almost pushing each other to like improve the sport, and that's something, you know, I've been in this sport for over 20 years, and I haven't seen this kind of enthusiasm and effort into improving the game. Everybody's supporting each other as well, so I think it's really good for pool and big for the game. You know, I think we waited a long time for ESPN or some of these other major networks to pick up our sport. And you know, now we're looking at it and saying, you know what, we don't need them.
Well, what's going to happen is one of us or a couple of us are going to get big enough, and they're going to have to take it. And
Yeah.
that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's going to follow the money, and that's okay though. We want to get back on ESPN. You know, we want to make this sport visible to everybody. You want to bring it into every home, and hopefully, we get back to that for sure.
That unfortunately was an characteristic miss by Jim. I mean, I know he does, but he left him really tough shooting over a ball. So we'll see how this works out.
Oh, nice shot.
Beautiful stroke on that. That anybody that's playing like that is the hardest shot in pool, and you know, really just have to relax your muscles and put a good stroke on it.
Yeah.
He did exactly what he needed to do there.
And he's going to just try to stop this ball, maybe draw it back a hair here, and leave him a nice angle here for the 8 to the 9. And I love these shots. Yeah, I love those. That's a great shot.
Now you opened up the pockets on this. Why did you open up the pockets on this table? What's for
We
the
didn't.
people out there?
Well, what happened was when Joe did the table, he actually for some reason he thought they were 4 in 3/8 and not 4 1/4. So when he made the rails at home, he made them 4 and 3/8. So that's why they're a little bit bigger. Well, we're gonna make them a little tighter then later on, and you know, believe it or not, I'm getting more compliments the way this table is played now than before.
Well,
You
you
know?
say because it plays better, but you know, from my perspective, you know, just looking at it, is all the pool halls have one difficult table for these high dollar action matches, and the
Yeah.
reason why they do that is I don't think when you're playing for a good amount of money that you want to see someone kind of slop the ball in or
Absolutely.
anything like that. So, of course, you would have compliments by the majority of the players when it's a little bit easier table to play on. But I think, you know, if you're trying to draw the different crowd and the you know, difficult matches, action matches, having one table in the establishment that's a little bit harder is probably a good thing as well.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not saying make it impossible because you know I just played on that table up at Amazing that
Man, Sean is breaking so good. He's made a ball every single break, and he made 2 or 3 every single time. Unreal.
got to
Playing so
control
good.
that cue ball though. He got hooked.
Yeah, he needs to be. He actually can make this ball on the side, I think. But yeah, he needs that cue ball right here after break. So he's off a little bit, but he's breaking. He's making a ball every single time, and he has been having a shot most of the time actually. But yeah, I mean, table 4, we'll take care of it when it get because this table gets refelted every 6 months now,
Wow.
which is unheard of.
That's I've been waiting 8 months to get my table refelted. I can't get anybody to do it. So I think last August I started looking at getting my table refelted. I can't get it done. So
We'll get Joe out here. We'll get him out here. I know he had you know, he actually came out here and he let everybody know he had COVID. He was
Yeah.
actually supposed to go to your house.
no, I know.
And he had COVID. He actually, Nick Marino had to finish up a couple of our tables.
I've spoken to Nick. I've spoken to Nick. I've spoken to Joe. At this point, I'd have either one of them come take care of it. You know, I'm one of the rare people that I have the rails at my house. I have the cloth at my house.
Yep.
I'm just waiting for a quality person to come do the table. And you know, like you don't want anybody touching your table that doesn't know what they're doing, right?
Oh,
So
absolutely.
I trust both of those guys. You know, it's just about getting it done at some point. You do a great job of maintaining your tables, you know, and it's important because
This is a tough shot over. This is one of those shots we were just talking about. It's over a ball with a lot of spin. I mean,
and a bang.
really, really difficult.
Yeah, he's showing a little frustration here. He's definitely feeling like he could keep up with Sean, but Sean's putting together, like you said, good breaks, good stroke.
Yep.
You know, just playing a real solid game right now.
Definitely only a couple of mistakes for sure. He's playing solid, and he's got a real difficult shot here. He's really gonna have to put the juice behind this to get on this 5 ball. And we needed more of an angle. But look at that. Look at that stroke.
Again, his stroke.
Didn't get enough of it, but what a great idea. Need a little more right spin on that. A little more right spinny, and he would have came out a little bit over here. But nice shot, by the way.
So I've only played Sean twice on the list, and I saw him coming up the list. I was the first person to beat him on the list.
Cool.
He came flying up the list, and I beat him. But then he got me the second time, and I haven't seen him since.
Yeah,
So
no,
I can't catch him.
I lost to him last time we played Hill, so I'm ready again. He's definitely been playing well, and he just got a good hit right there and put that 5 ball right behind the 8 ball.
And this is hard for Jim. You know, he's got a wide open table here, but he's got a kick at the 5 ball, so it's really tough.
He has a pretty good opportunity though. He can really stick this cue ball behind this 8 ball here.
Can also run that down in for scratch. It's that type
Yeah,
of
you
shot.
got to hit the ball full. And actually, Sean did that earlier on a kick on the 1. Oh, you could see it.
You could see it.
Okay, so he
I like the scene. I like the key. Oh, he got away with it.
He did, and they're just leaving the magic rack on the table. But and if Jim Gravel loses this game, 7-3 is going to be a tough comeback.
Very much.
Not
So.
insurmountable, but very, very tough for sure. Oscar, what's up? Seeing what's going on, Oscar. Seeing what's up, Will.
Hey, Oscar.
But yeah, and thank you guys for continuing to like, continuing to share. Again, we got those couple donations. If you guys want to send some stars, that'd be awesome.
That was a tough jump.
Yeah, watch out 8 ball. Watch out 9 ball.
It didn't help him. He's wide open.
Yeah, I think
Jim should get out of this.
Yeah, he's got a pretty good. I never realized that, like when I played Jim several times, and we go back and forth. He's got me the last couple, but I mean he draws the ball an awful lot. He's not a follow player really at all. Like I was amazed. Like after I did a couple of his matches to notice, I'm gonna see it right here. He's just gonna draw almost
Where I
everything.
would maybe play a different shot here, play on the other side and follow up to this. But you see, you don't control it, you get yourself in trouble.
No, I mean, I think if he just went a little high in his shots, he might improve his game a little bit.
So many, many years ago, a quick story for you. I used to play at a VFW hall that was right across the street from my apartment. And I was playing this guy that was in his 80s, and he saw me doing the same thing, drawing every shot.
Yeah.
He's like, boy, I'm going to tell you something. I can do anything with follow that you're doing with draw.
Yep.
And he kept showing me a
Absolutely.
few shots, and I remember that.
Yep.
You know, so I learned to try to get both aspects into my game. You want to control your draw, know how to control it.
Yep.
But he got in trouble there because he didn't control his draw.
Yep.
If he had taken a follow shot and had
It's
better
an
position,
easier control. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. And he shoots well enough. You know, he's obviously he's top. He's higher than Sean actually. So Sean's trying to take his number 8 spot, and I'll be playing him next. So
yeah, nobody get me wrong. I'm 18 on the list, and you know these guys are ahead of me. But you can learn from anybody. So
oh, absolutely, got to keep learning. Got to keep learning. And this is tough here. I think he's going to try to. He's going off the bottom rail. I don't know if he called a 9 somewhere. He's just trying to
I
whack
think
it.
he's just whacking it.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I mean, he could have possibly hit this off the side rail with some draw as well, and you know, if the cue ball right over here somewhere.
So here, you know, Jim has to bear down here, and he's, you know, pocket. He's going to go a little off angle off the 8 off this shot. But he should be able to make both these shots, get nice position.
Definitely. And he has that draw stroke, so that's one thing. And I'll tell you, he does have draw stroke. We were talking about it earlier. Yeah, he made 2 great long ranks because I knew he had the draw. Like he's going to power this right back, and he did. So, shot, he should just come on 2 rails here with some left hand spin and come right up over here. Yeah, he went 1 rail. There's nothing wrong with that either. That's good control. Perfect little stop shot. Cue ball slide a little bit over here.
I always struggle with these because I tend to just go off the other rail.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Don't do that sometimes and get that nice little shot. Like screw it.
Those little stunner
rail.
All right, but here we go. We are up 7-3, and let's check out this angle that we were talking about here. How about that? How about that? So now we actually have somebody playing on table 4 now. I think it's APA League. So, and it's pretty crazy that you can see 2 matches on 1 table. Now, what we're going to do, so you guys know out there for the Joss tournament, we aren't going to be talking both matches. That just gets too confusing. We're always going to be commentating on table 8. And maybe throwing a cue here and there between racks. We're going to try to focus on table 8, and but at least people can see the other match. Kind of like picture in picture.
Yeah.
You know, you're only going to hear one volume, but you
Well,
can see.
like I said, I think all that is really good. You're gonna have like you said, you're gonna have a hard time knowing the score on the second table and trying to keep up with the score. It gets too confusing.
We are going to have the score on the bottom of the table, so you'll be able to see the score.
That's
so
really
all the
nice.
scores will be there, but commentating, like I said, to go back and forth, I don't want to make the viewers' head spin.
Which is exactly what I was telling you before.
Yeah.
When you toggle back and forth. So I think that's a great idea. I think it's great for for you guys here and for the sport and the guys watching. Out in TV land. A lot of times I love putting this thing on my big screen TV. I mean, I question why the hell I have cable because I can watch live streams almost all the time. I watch
Right.
it more than I do most other things on TV. So, with what's going on in the world, it's a nice distraction to have some good pool on there.
There you go. Maggie asked for table 4 to be a little brighter, so we obliged. All right. Jim Gravel here is down 7-3, stuck on the 1-7 here. Gonna play a safety. That's a good shot right there. Leaving the cue ball right behind the 7 ball. So, you can see it is a little busy, so you have to know that's why everything's labeled. The tables and numbers are in the top middle of the screen. And again, we're only talking table 8 right now. But you guys can watch table 4 just to check it out. And I think this is unprecedented, Will. There's no other stream out there I've seen that does this.
I definitely like it. It's a really good view. I'm curious to see it when I'm at home.
Yeah.
I put it on a nice 60-inch, 70-inch TV.
It's gonna be pretty nice, right? Absolutely. Yeah. On the phone, it might be a little difficult. It might be a little difficult on the phone. I'm not gonna lie.
It's kind of funny because on the way up here, it was on my phone, right?
Yep.
I'm in the car, so I'm really just listening to the stream at that point. I'm not
Right.
watching it. Obviously, I'm driving. Just have the phone kind of in the passenger seat, listening to the stream, seeing what's going on.
Nice safety by Sean Dixon there. That shows his character. He's up 7-3, and he's not going to take anything for granted. Instead of whacking something, he plays a good safe.
And I think that's what has Jim Gravel a little frustrated at this point because he's getting up to the table quite often with these type of shots. And when
Absolutely.
you're down in a match, you really just kind of want a free stroke and get yourself caught up a little bit, But he's not letting him do that. He's forcing him to make good shots to get a rack.
And that's unfortunate. Now Sean's going to have ball in hand with a pretty wide open table here. And Stephanie says it looks really good on her big TV. That's good. That's good to know. Thank you very much. All right, you got a little draw stroke here. Nice little angle here. Some follow now with some left-hand spin to get down. And again, he wants to leave an angle on this 4. He doesn't want to be straight, so he can just pop it out for the 5 to the side. But a little center left here, Will, and he's in business. And a little straighter than he wanted, but very, very makeable with some right-hand spin. I think 2 rails here.
You were just top 2.
Yeah, that's fine too. He stunned it. I think you want to go a little harder up there. Now he's going to have to go towards the bottom rail and draw it back. And it's funny when you see Sean. I mean, he's such a good player, but when it comes time to firing it, I think he likes that.
Yeah.
He's like he enjoys those shots right there. He enjoys firing them in once in a while.
His background is straight pull. It's not rotation. I mean, he's definitely learned rotation and doing good at it, but his background is a straight pull
So
player.
he likes to break those breakup shots and everything. All right, and he's pretty good here. He's got to make this, and he's got a natural position. Oh no!
And again, look at what
No,
it
it
leaves.
came out a little bit here.
Yeah, okay, it did leak, but he's got away with it.
And I think he can hit this with some straight high or come around table with bottom left or bottom right if he wants, or he wants to make this get position for the 8 side.
So you notice something there when he tried to slow stroke it, right? He didn't have the control and aim that he normally has, so he likes to free stroke, and his mechanics are better when he free strokes.
Yep.
When he slows it down, his mechanics are a little off, and that's why he missed stuff like that. So.
Absolutely, and it's similar to what you're saying with Jim. He likes those draws. He loves that. That shot right there. He loves that shot. And it came up a little off, but he likes stroking those balls in.
I'll plug Phil Davis a little bit here, but when you watch Phil play, he plays a lot of natural positions. It's constantly like does a guy ever get out of position?
Never drawing the ball.
He's not drawing the ball.
Nope.
He's constantly getting on perfect position to the next natural angle. It's really frustrating, but if you watch him long enough, you learn that hey, this is the right way to play pool. So.
It really is, and I used to joke around and call him a professor. Because he was just everything is perfect. He has to have all the angles down and everything. He just plays so good, and it almost looks too easy, like he's getting lucky. Like he just plays it so good.
You watch enough of them and you know better, though.
Oh yeah,
You watch
I
enough
know.
of them.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And Sean's got a tough shot here, Will. He's got to cut this ball all the way up. He's got to avoid the scratch cross side as well.
My guess is going to make it because he gets the free stroke, right?
And he does avoid the scratch. What a great shot. Nice job. He is
No
on the hill.
commentator's curse from me.
He is on the hill. No, absolutely.
Now, I think that would be different, though. If it was like 6-6 score, I would have guessed he might have missed that shot. You know, just that little bit of pressure or something
It makes a big difference. Makes a big difference.
He has nothing to worry about right now. Jim hasn't been giving him a match, so he needs to, you know, just execute, and he's good.
And like I said, I know he's gonna go back and watch this, and I hope he takes a little bit of what you said. If he works on his slowness and his touch a little bit, it'll improve his game. But his breaks, if he gets that cue ball under control, the way he's making balls, he's gonna be tough to beat on Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah,
You know, he can do real well in the Joss Tour again. Are you playing the Joss Tour this week?
I have to make some decisions.
Yeah.
Like I've been on the fence either way. You know, I'm going down to the expo.
Yeah.
I'm probably spending close to $3,000 this month in pool. So, you know,
And he makes 2 balls and he has a shot at the one. He's breaking phenomenal, really well.
I think I've told my wife yes and no so far this week. So,
So you want to see the response to what she was saying, basically.
my wife is awesome. Obviously, I play a lot of pool, and you never hear me complain about my wife. So
No.
she's really supportive of what I do, and you know, when I'm not at pool, it is family time, and you know,
Little draw here. Get back for this 4 ball. Play this in the corner. Oh, he played inside. Again,
he's-
he likes to move the ball around. You know, that's just something where, and unfortunately, that's where it is. He could have just made that in the corner and just drew it back 2 inches, and he
Yep.
was perfect for the 4. Instead, he decided to go all the way around. Very cool, very cool.
and we are spoiled now in pool, Bobby, because you can pick your events. If you feel that the format isn't good for you, you can pick an event. So there's really and you're gonna have so many people down here Saturday. It's not like
Oh, it's going to be fantastic.
you're gonna have a good tournament. no matter what.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward. You know, the Shark Stream, you know, is going to be amazing. You know, for this event because there's so many good players, and again, now we're going to be streaming double the matches. So now when we stream, you know, we stream the ladies' invitational, which is going to be coming up. Nice shot right there,
He
buddy.
followed that. You know, he could have drawn back for that, like you said. He moved that cue ball further because
He could be listening.
could be. And again, you know, when we talk about other players and saying things that you know for them to improve on, it doesn't mean that we're a better player or
Oh no,
you know, anything
absolutely
else.
not. Of
We're
course
just
not.
trying to give them advice to help their game. I mean, I want all positive about anything that we're talking about here because these are great players. I mean, these guys know how to shoot pool.
Oh, nice hit. Look at that. He just hit that ball.
I criticize myself all the time. That's you know the only way to improve is to really self-reflect.
Absolutely. What's the coach's name for the Patriots? Bill Belichick.
Mhm.
How many touchdowns has he thrown?
Zero.
I'm just saying. I'm not comparing any of us in here to Bill, but
No, but it's a good point, right? I mean,
Yeah.
he understands the game, he knows the game, but you know his criticisms and coaching skills are.
absolutely, the best players don't always make the best coaches. So, but all right, Maggie says, "Wow, look at the table. 4." I stepped away for a few minutes. Yes, Maggie, I turned it up brighter for you.
That's
Look
a
at that
great
shot. You
great
might get a
shot.
lovable kiss here or not.
Oh,
It is not Jim's day
No.
right now. He's not getting the rolls either.
you know, like what do you do here? I mean, if you have no give up in you, I mean, there's not a lot of good shots here to take.
He's got to just put some left hand spin and leave the cue ball long. We really don't have much of a choice. Yeah, that's all you could do. Yeah, you want to hit a little left so the ball and be more on the side.
And
here,
again,
but-
my bet here is, you know, where we're at in the match and knowing that, you know, Sean has a great stroke, he's probably going to pocket this ball and get good position on the 9. It's natural position if he makes it.
and there it is. That was perfect.
You know, I hate to say it. I mean,
And
it
that's,
just,
that's a good call, Mr. Will Alley. All right, guys, you guys saw a great matchup today. And again, I hope you guys like our new multi-camera view, which is, I think, pretty awesome. And we're going to give you guys our sponsors here, of course. Oh, that's our booth. That's not what I wanted. There's